So we have a question from Matthew Aronson. Hello, two of my grandparents are going through cancer treatment. I was wondering if you can give me some advice on what I can do to help them. Exactly what I've said. I'm guessing, yes, you wrote this question about 10, 15 minutes ago. So I would ask you to listen to what I've already said, love them through it, help them to have fun. If they are wanting to end their treatments, if it's too much for them, I would support them in that. Not telling you to do that. I am not a doctor, so I'm not in a position to say what they should or shouldn't do in terms of treatments. But I really, really feel that, people should be honored to follow what they believe works with them, works for them. I remember when I was going through cancer and it was still at the early stage and I wanted to try some natural modalities. And I remember people calling me, phoning me, and actually said, don't be crazy, don't do that, do the chemotherapy. And this one person I remember was calling me and saying, you have to do the chemotherapy, you just have to do it. Don't fall for the crazy stuff. And she was like really so determined to force me that way that it instilled this fear in me of the route that I wanted to follow. What ended up happening was I feared both ways because I already had this fear of chemotherapy, and now I had developed a fear of the alternative because of this person who kept saying it. Ironically, many, many years later, and this is sad, this is not something that I take pleasure in saying to you, but she learned for herself when a very close family member of hers was going through cancer, and the conventional treatments of chemotherapy did not help this person. She was sadly watching them deteriorate, and I was there to help her through it. And in fact, her family member went through alternatives and was trying everything. But my point is that chemotherapy, whether somebody chooses it or doesn't choose it, it's not an exact, medical science is not an exact science when it comes to medicine, and doctors will agree. I know there are many doctors that have written to me, many doctors that have read my book, many doctors who I know personally today because of sharing my story, and they would actually agree it's not an exact science, and people are starting to have to get deeper into the psyche of the person who's sick and understanding what is it that they want, what is it that they've taken on, the burdens they've taken on that they're ready to let go of. And sometimes one of the burdens even is in trying to stay healthy. So thank you so much for that question, Matthew. Your grandparents are lucky to have you as a grandson and to have you caring for them.